Hello, YouTube people. YouTube civilization of all kinds, if this is even working. Last several times I've tried to even do YouTube for this pod, I believe the video version has been fucked near the tail ends of the recording. So, we're here, and we're just going to try it. We've been going for about 5 minutes already before I even cut the cameras on. That'll be just for the YouTube. That little story of how we even got inspired to even get back in the pod seat after meaning to for weeks. That will be exclusively for the Spotify and Apple listeners. And where else are we? Podbean, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Nobody's listening anywhere anyway, except for maybe Spotify and Apple, because YouTube, if the click, you can tell I have not done this in a while. If the link doesn't get clicked that I initially put out, YouTube doesn't put it anywhere. Now it shouldn't. Why should it, right? Because I have like fucking 20 some odd subscribers and not many views on a lot of things. But like, hey, that's why the circulation would be nice. But you just kind of get buried, and I don't post enough, and I'm not able to post enough with my schedule. That's why I'm kind of looking into maybe different avenues of kind of trying to do this thing, maybe streaming, maybe Twitch, maybe something else. I don't know. We're going to ride out football talk, let that continue, and when football talk ends, we're going to try and get back to doing this full time, and then turning out one of these a week again every week, and then seeing where we'll go from there. But kind of, there's the little hello, welcome back to 51. That's where we've been. Here's where we're going. YouTube folks might be a little bit left out, but again, fucking might have to pull this fucking version down anyway. So I will have both versions up on YouTube. I'll have the audio version and the YouTube version up if the one with my face decides to work properly. Anyway, how y'all been, man? It's been a long fucking time, dude. It's been a long fucking time. That dude really tiffed me off this morning. I hate dealing with the fucking super employees. Like, my license is expired, right? God forbid I want to buy some Swisher Sweets. I give the fucking lady my license. I hate when they scan it. Why do you scan it? Just look at the fucking date. Doot, doot, ding. Oh, sorry, your license is expired. I looked dead in the fucking face, and I said, does that make me any younger? She said, and I said, I have the camera card in my car. I did it online. I just haven't gone to get my license yet. Will that work for you? She goes, I'll just give it to you. That's super employee number 1. Passed the test. Ended up giving it to me. Super employee number 2, same place. Go there. Ding, da, da, ding. No, can't do it. Camera card. No, can't do it. All right. Go up to Sunoco. Da, da, ding. Oh, your license is expired. Hold on. Looks at the date, sees I'm 26 years old, and says, no, okay, yeah. Here. Now, why can't we all do this? Went to Dollar General. Seen they had swishers behind the lock thing. Can I get 2 grape and blueberry and fuck? She scanned the thing. I wasn't expecting them to scan the thing. Flipped the card back over, looked at my date, gave it to me, typed it in, fucking manually, and said, here you go, sir. Thank you. Fucking. Anyway, how y'all been? I'm kidding. Let's try and cover some fucking ground as to where we've been. It's the holidays. We are in holiday bustle, hustle, fussnussle, muscle, Christmas shopping. I wish everyone safety and family, love, and all of that amidst the holidays. I'm in the midst of all my Christmas shopping and all that whatever hullabaloo myself. I really don't want to dabble back on anything. There's been a lot of shit on the board that's been on the board for like fucking 2 months or however long it's been since my last episode. I'm not going to dabble in a lot of it. Barbarian's still in the notes because it was great and it was a very different horror movie. I suggest watching it. If you have a way to watch it, I suggest watching it. The pivot in it was fucking crazy. Like, the spoilers, obviously, but like, fuck you, it's been out forever. It's been on my board for 6 months. Like when the chick runs up, slams Pennywise's head into the fucking thing, and then just goes, and then it cuts to fucking Justin Long, just like, I was like, what? Hello? I thought it was an ad. I was like, what the fuck happened? Great movie. Check it out. Very slow burn. Satisfying ending. Kind of jumps the shark at parts, but great movie. Highly suggest checking it out. Anyways, we're in the holidays. Again, happy holidays to my YouTube viewers. I've said that already to my Spotify and Apple listeners at the beginning of the pod, but YouTube didn't really get a proper intro as I forgot to hit the record button because the shit hasn't been working anyway. Football talk only works most of the time because Matt handles it, and everything Matt handles mostly works, and everything I handle mostly doesn't. So, what holiday movies have we watched? We watched National Lampoon's, obviously. That's a fucking, that's a classic. I've never seen the 1997 one, the Vegas one, where it's obviously past its time and not very good. Yeah, that one was kind of poop. It had a couple moments where it was like, oh, it's charming, but not very funny. The Christmas one's probably the best one. Probably the only one that I tolerate, really, all the way through. Home Alone 1, classic. Home Alone 2, classic. My lady had not seen those. Had to get her up to speed. Why? Classics. What else did we watch? The Grinch, Jim Carrey Grinch, is, I believe, on the docket for tonight. And I have the 1940 something, the 1960 something, whatever. I think it's 60s or 70s. The cartoon that we all fucking grew up with that has the fucking the OG song in it, and the OG dude like reads the book, and then he's like, I must stop Christmas from coming. And as he says, he gets an awful naughty idea. Like that one. I'll get the thing. I got the Target Blu-ray. I need to sit her down and make her watch it because she will not watch that one with me. I'm like, come on, let's watch this one. No, it's boring. It stinks. I'm like, come on. It's classic. Oh my God, I feel like my mother making me watch Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas every fucking year when I was a child. Oh my Lord. I went in a room fucking the other day when that shit was on, and I heard the fucking music, and I was like, ah! Immediately fucking cut that. Had to fucking just leave. I was like, all right, bye, nice seeing you. I'm out of here. Anywho, how you doing? Keep it moving. I gotta go to the store or something. That damn near ruined my day. What other holiday movies have we seen? You ever watch something and then you get filled with so much nostalgia that it almost makes you cry? I recently finally subscribed to Disney Plus, and we've just been watching so many Disney movies. Not so many, but we watched Holes and the Even Stevens movie and several other ones, a couple animated ones. That's where we've been watching most of the Christmas movies. Have you ever had any, you just get filled with so much nostalgia? I think that's what that Emmett Otters thing did. It just fills you with so much nostalgia, and it's just too much emotion for, sometimes your body to commute, and it's I don't know if this is good, bad, or whatever. And that's just really what it's been. I've been so busy, really haven't had time to dive into video games as much as I've really wanted to. Did, of course, put about 30 hours into Call of Duty, MW2. The online, A+ from me. A+ from me. The campaign, dude, I think last time I potted was, I had touched on, I got to play it early, where maybe it was Football Talk. I'd given somewhat of my opinion of the COD campaign and where I thought it was going and my early opinions of it. I'd given my opinion of that on something. It was either on my last episode, which is unlikely given how long ago that fucking came out, or it was Football talk. I'm not sure. Anyway, I said it was underwhelming then, and it still underwhelms me now. Not great. They're setting up for a great one in the next one, but this is now back-to-back campaigns where you've just given me, like, mid. The last one was honestly better than this one. This one had good moments, couple good character moments, couple good fan service. The ending was great. If DLC actually comes, like story DLC actually comes and adds on to this, like significant DLC, like 4 to 5 hours worth of DLC, that's something I'm on board for. I'm on board for that as all other COD fans are. So, and of course, well, let me get my final thoughts on COD. A+ on the multiplayer. I'm all for Warzone 2, like the little changes they've made. Again, Warzone 1 wasn't my huge cup of tea. I played COD for the multiplayer and the campaigns, and used to play them for the zombies when the zombies was good. I don't play it for Warzone or Battle Royale or none of that. I'm really like, I'm so burned out of that in my spirit that I like can't play it. And if I am going to play it, it's probably going to be PUBG. Sorry to say. Anyway, God of War Ragnarok. Love it. If you like the first one, play it. Not perfect. And I'll say right out front, I prefer the first one. I 100% still prefer the first one. The story of the first one, the progression, or the pace of the first one, I should say. The second one had really high highs. Kind of hard to deal with lows. And my main issue with it, one, is I get Fimbulwinter. Like, they tell you several times Fimbulwinter's supposed to weaken you and your weapons. That's why you're not as strong as you were at the end of the first one, even if you, like me, New Game Plus'd it and had all the rare shit and should be strong as fuck, right? They explain that your weapon should be weaker, but I feel like you were, like, too weak for too long. Like, not, like, weak, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking like, checking my watch. And there was, like, this is a problem I had with Mass Effect 2. And it's a big reason why I never got to Mass Effect 3. Other than the game-breaking glitch that ruined my platinum in that game, and I'm still salty about and haven't gone back to it because of that. But unnecessary waves of fodder fucks. I don't need to beat up 74 people, have a boss fight, walk back to my boat, and on the walk back to my boat I have to fight 66 more people. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't know who it's for. Maybe the OG God of War crowd where you really had to like constantly fight shit off. No. I don't feel like the combat system's great. I don't feel like it's built for that much. Like to be used that much. Because the fucking like, yeah. Behind you, brother! You're fucking like yeah, it's great, but like when there's 6 people behind me at all times throwing fireballs and poison or whatever, gets fucking annoying. I'm like, yo, I'm on the give me balance difficulty because I wanted to see the story. Like I didn't plan on going balls to the wall until my New Game Plus run through, which I have not started yet, but again, haven't really had the time. Anyway, the story. Pacing, I feel like the story could have wrapped up maybe about 2 to 3 hours quicker. Maybe even more. But they stretched out certain sections maybe a little too long. I'm not saying any of it's bad, but it feels, or I should say, you feel the absence of Cory Barlog, who directed the first one and really is like the whole spirit of the games of God of War. Now, the guy who did direct it, Eric Williams, is a guy who's been around the series basically just as long and has done just as much with it, but Cory Barlog basically handcrafted that first game to his vision. And then he's still the creative director. He like Akira Toriyama this thing and then bounced out. He gave them 3 points and bounced out. I believe he said, this is heavy fucking spoilers for God of War Ragnarok. So if you haven't played it, get the fuck out of here. He said, the kids got to leave. Ragnarok has to happen. Brock has to die. Those were the 3 must-haves. And they crafted the story kind of around that. They did a fucking great job. And the ending made me cry. Much like the first one, made me cry several times. And I'm going to replay it. But when I finished that first one, I had a certain, like, fuck yeah, let me fucking go do everything. When I finished this one, I was like, alright. Well, I guess I'll go do stuff. So, still great. I give it an 8.5. I give COD an 8. I give God of War Ragnarok an 8.5. But I think I gave that first one like a 9.5. I give God of War... I give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. Because it had to follow up on such a great game. This is really too many minutes isolating on the fucking on the video game circuit here, but this is like, honestly, you should, if you don't like playing them, you should watch a walkthrough or at least the cutscenes of God of War and God of War Ragnarok. I mean, this is great entertainment. Like, if you like Norse mythology, Greek mythology, action, great father-son interactions, like it's a great father-son story. Like, it's a great fucking story. Freya was great in the game. Mimir's great in the game. All the side characters that you meet in the game are great. I liked Thrud a lot. I really liked Heimdall. I liked Thor a lot. Odin as Richard Schiff, I wasn't feeling right off the bat, but kind of won me over. I like Sif. Who else was there that I liked? There was another. I liked Freyr. Freyr was good. There's another side character I'm forgetting that I really enjoyed. But overall, I highly suggest checking it out. Great game. I'm not surprised it didn't win Game of the Year. Wasn't my Game of the Year. Elden Ring was my Game of the Year, and it won Game of the Year. Because God of War Ragnarok was supposed to be great. Like, you hate saying that, but the first one set the ceiling so high that this one damn near had to be perfect to meet it. And it met it, but again, it was supposed to be great. And and it was kind of like got mainstream great. Elden Ring came out of nowhere and grabbed people like me who've never played From Software games and captured me for like 60, 70 hours. And it just dropped the Coliseum DLC. I might hop off here and go check that out. So I'm not surprised Elden Ring won. Very happy for it. The dude running on stage and giving a quick shout out to Bill Clinton. I don't know what the fuck that was. Arrochere and Lord and Savior Bill Clinton. And he just leaves. And then he got arrested. He almost fucked that moment up for them. But that was crazy funny. Aaron Rabbi Bill Clinton. And then he left. Fucking wild. Oh, man. Is this about that time of the episode? See, just like that, we're like 20 minutes in, and we're into this shit. So professional that I text on the job. And I text on the pod job. I guess we can get into new music. I have heard some new music in my hiatus. I'm obviously not going to give great fucking deep dives here. I'm just going to run through the list real quick of some albums that I've been listening to. You'll obviously be able to tell real quick that the ones I've been listening to are mostly ones that I can listen to in the gym, because that's where I've been able to do most of my music listening to. Nas, King's Disease 3, another great album. Nas should just do everything with Hit Boy for the rest of his life, and he'll be alright. All 3 King's Disease are great. I still think the first one's the best. I really like the second one. I like this one a lot too, though, dude. They're all really good. Check it out if you haven't yet. Obviously, 21. Can you do something for me? Drake and 21 put out Her Loss. Great fucking project. Just there's a certain energy to it that you just didn't feel in Certified Lover Boy or honestly Nevermind. There's just both of them attacked it in a different way. Great fucking music. I highly suggest checking that one out if you haven't, but everyone's checked that one out. I seen all y'all Spotify raps. SZA has emerged with SOS, a fucking great album. Thank you, TDE, Top Dog. Thank you, Top, whoever. Thank you for letting SZA release some music. Thank you. Thank you. Check out SOS by SZA if you have not. Because it'll be a long time before we get some more SZA music, probably. Rihanna. Speaking of never getting music in a long time, Rihanna has emerged. Not an album. First of all, emerged to announce that she is doing the halftime for the upcoming Super Bowl. I plan to have pods out before then, obviously, but like just in case, let's just say we've touched on it here. Real shit. Anyway, she put out 2 songs, I believe, that are just strictly hers and new songs. The one on the Black Panther soundtrack, I made the mistake of listening to in the gym and damn near bawled on the fucking chest presses. Got a great fucking lift in though, but it almost got salty and it almost got ugly and it almost got wet. Really looking forward to seeing what she performs at halftime. Really looking forward to see what else she brings musically. And really excited Rihanna is just back in the music space in general. Metro Boomin put out a great album. I don't know if it's his best, but there are a couple fucking bops on there. And Travis Scott went are we allowed to say he went fucking crazy on a couple of them shots? Him and Young Thug, are we allowed to like that song? Trance? That shit. Are we allowed to say that we love that song? And what's the other song that he went fucking ape shit on there? There were a couple Travis Scott songs on that Metro project that I just cannot stop listening to. Raindrops. Insane. Raindrops Insane. With Travis Scott. Superhero with Future is very good. Chris Brown put out a couple Christmas songs. It's Giving Christmas, No Time Like Christmas. They're okay. They're just okay to me. They didn't blow me away, which is kind of wild because maybe as we get closer to Christmas and I hear them with some spice eggnog, you feel me? I wouldn't drink that, but something warm and fucking alcoholic inside my tummy because I don't like eggnog. But anyway, maybe if I hear it in the right space, it'll catch me right, but it didn't hit my musical tussie the way I would have liked it to. Anyway, my hair is pissing me off through this hat. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're watching on YouTube, I have been fucking with it the whole time, and it is bothering me. I need a haircut. I'm like 3 weeks past on a haircut. Anyway, is that it for music? No, Cal Scrubby, who I've actually seen perform several times at the Cincinnati Bengals games. He's from Cincinnati, I believe, from Cincinnati, Ohio. White rapper, long ass hair. Casino, couple bops on there. Down bad, bounce back, been on different. I think that's it. I almost fucked it up. Could you tell I almost fucked it up? Anyway, check out Casino by Cal Scrubby. Check out the Metro Boomin project. Obviously, check out the SZA project and the Nas project. There's more music I'm definitely missing. I believe Daniel Caesar put out a song. I don't know if we're allowed to listen to him yet either. But Masego put out some stuff, I believe. But again, this is stuff that's been on the board for a long time, so I'm not trying to double all the way back. Anyway, that wraps up music, man. That wraps up music. In terms of when we could potentially see a return here for this pod, not sure. Let us get through the holidays here. Let us continue to try and fucking find a work balance. I'm waiting for us to land on the perfect schedule at my job where I'm able to continue like the discipline that I had, where I could go to the gym certain times, work certain times, pod certain times, use the other times for the other times. But being my schedule shifting and having to do things around it, it pushes a pod that you don't get paid to do. It pushes it down the list of things that you need to do for the day, to just be realistic. And it pisses me off more and more when I stare at the fucking whiteboard of just things to talk about that is just old, and I haven't added to it in months. And I just felt like, you know what? Today's the fucking day that I erase that fucking board and I leave it blank until I'm ready to come all the way back, because I've been haunted by the fucking stupid ass words on this stupid ass board. Like, what the fuck? I don't even remember what half this shit. I think that says drywall. I don't fucking remember, because sometimes something will happen and I'll just write down like one key word as to not take up too much space on the whiteboard. I think I just wrote down drywall. I don't fucking remember what the fuck that means. What? Hello? Anyway, I meant to do this out front. I suppose we should get into the sad portion of this podcast, where I suppose like the in memoriam section of this podcast. There was obviously some sad things happen. We've lost some icons here. Let's just get the sadness right out the way. Obviously, rest in peace to Takeoff. Not really going to speak on the TMC footage, just in other than beyond the fact that it was a damn shame that it was that accessible that quickly. Condolences, obviously. I know it happened a little bit ago, but obviously I'm sure the pain is still very fresh to a lot of people. R.I.P. to Takeoff. R.I.P. to Kevin Conroy. Batman, dude. That's fucking Batman, dude. That's my Batman. That is the Batman that's in, like, the animated Batman. He's in all the video games. He's the older Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond. That's Batman. I'm buying that Suicide Squad game whenever the fuck it comes out. It's been delayed 72 times. But whenever the fuck it actually comes out, I'm buying it, because that is his last outing as Batman. And whether it sucks or not, I'm going to support it. Stop making, and whatever we do, let's not make Jensen Ackles. I think that's the right Supernatural. I think that's the Supernatural dude I'm thinking of. That's Soldier Boy, right? Let's stop making him voice Batman in cartoons and shit and video games. It's just not good. All right, it's not good. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's just like that one movie where he's a coach. He's a fucking football coach, and the fucking one dude tries to shoot him with a shotgun. Like, how is he the football coach? He looks younger than half y'all. Stop it. And just stop it. Anyway, the Green Ranger killed himself. Jason David Frank, I believe is his name. I didn't watch Power Rangers, dude. I'm sorry if I fucked up his name. I really should have looked it up. But I did not watch Power Rangers as a kid. It was Jason David Frank. I did get it right. I shouldn't have exposed myself right off rip. I could have just got away with the fact that I didn't watch Power Rangers. But I didn't watch it. I had a couple of the toys. And the only reason I liked the toys was because you could flip the switch and the heads would flip up, and it wouldn't be wearing a mask, and then you could flip the switch again and the head would go down, and then the one that would come up would be wearing a mask, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But I couldn't watch the show, though. I couldn't. They would fucking be like, all right, again, I'm R.I.P. sad moment, Jason David Frank. Not going to speak on a lot of the things that have come out about his personal life that led to this. Just going to, again, leave with the sadness and say R.I.P. Henry Cavill's Superman, after long anticipated, like eagerly awaiting, hoping for news that he would maybe someday return as Superman, we get it in an awful Black Adam movie, in a small fucking cameo. We get it. We get a brief hope, and then I think James Gunn came in, and I think it's rumored that Henry Cavill's Superman was a part of all the things that he just sliced. Walked in the board and just said, like I'm going to do to this fucking old-ass whiteboard. Just erased everything on it. Wonder Woman 3, no. Black Adam 2, no. Man of Steel 2, maybe. Reportedly, it's maybe. So, again, we're hopeful. But it's a sad moment if not, because he left The Witcher, and that's been getting a lot of heat. And I know he really liked The Witcher, but he left The Witcher to go back to Superman in hopes to really like do a good Superman, and then might not even get to do it. Fake Drake. was a long time ago that happened. It happened right before the release of Her Loss. Because damn sure Drake was not about to have this dude listening to Treacherous Twin running around with the name Fake Drake. Anyway, Fake Drake was hit with a cease and desist. Finally, that was one of the things that was on the board for a long ass time that I wanted to talk about. Like, at least get a little thing in there about, because fucking finally, can we stop having fake people that look like other people that profit off just looking like people? Like, what the fuck is that? Honestly, what the fuck is that? It's creepy. Knock it the fuck off. Anyway, I believe that's all the sadness. That was our moment of sadness here on the TSP. But otherwise, man, great to be back. It is great to be back. I feel the itch again. I felt the itch this morning. I felt the itch a few times. It's just, again, time and needing to be able to do other things, and also not having a solidified schedule where I could plan things around. And also, it's the holidays, so things are a little bit crazy. I'm running around Christmas shopping, this, that, and the third, doing things with my lady, this, that, and the third, and loving every second of it, mind you. So, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Once again, those of you that listen, words cannot express how much I appreciate it, how much you mean to me. And have a blessed holiday. Be safe. I'll catch y'all next time. And I'll keep you posted. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. I'm out of here.